Good evening, everyone. Thanks for being here tonight. I'm Regina An, and of course, Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. Let's get to our top story now. The COVID relief bill is still in limbo. So what's next for millions of Americans who are struggling due to the pandemic? Well, this week, the president demanded Congress amend the package to increase the dollar amount of direct stimulus payments, but an attempt to do that on the House floor failed earlier today. House Democrats' efforts to increase stimulus payments from $600 to $2,000 was blocked by the Republicans. The move came days after President Trump put the fate of the COVID relief bill in jeopardy by demanding the higher payments after Congress passed it.
$600 is certainly not enough for individuals who have been struggling these past 7 months.
I hope the president looks at this again and reaches that conclusion that the best thing to do is to sign the bill.
And the package is attached to a larger spending bill, and without action from the president or Congress, the government could face a shutdown on Monday at midnight. Last night, the president granted pardons to his former campaign chairman Paul Manafort, longtime friend and advisor Roger Stone, and Charles Kushner, the father of the president's son-in-law Jared Kushner. And struggling Washington students may have a little relief through the new year. Governor Inslee has extended the state's eviction moratorium, this time through the end of March. The moratorium has been in place since March of 2020 and was set to expire by the end of this year. Inslee said in a press release that the moratorium has been critical for many as they cope with the impacts of the coronavirus pandemic. It bans residential evictions and late fees on unpaid rent. Inslee said additional details about the latest extension will be provided in the coming week. Well, so far, more than 30,000 healthcare workers in Washington state have been vaccinated with the Pfizer vaccine, and there's sign the curve is flattening in Washington state. While the number of hospital beds filled with COVID cases has been rising, the Department of Health says this latest model shows a plateau. Case counts are also seeing a downturn. Only one long-term care facility has started vaccinating its residents, but that should start in masses on Monday. Health leaders say they are optimistic, but here's the important message. We need to stay vigilant.
I know everyone wants to get back to the time when Christmas was a situation where you could have many, many guests indoor, congregating, having fun together. The situation is different now.
Next week, the state will get more than 57,000 doses of the Pfizer vaccine and more than 100,000 of Moderna's. After that, we'll find out on a weekly basis how much we'll get, but the federal government says there will be more each month. There's a lot of misinformation when it comes to the COVID vaccine, including a myth that the vaccine is not necessary. People have falsely claimed a better way to fight the virus is through natural immune responses, but that's simply not true. Experts don't know how long natural immunity lasts after recovering from COVID-19. Immunity varies also from person to person, and some people have gotten COVID twice even. Then there's this one. Some people claim that vaccines can alter your DNA. This is also false. Both the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines are made up of messenger RNA. This component never enters the nucleus of the cell where the DNA is kept, so it doesn't have the capability to mutate the DNA in any way. And we know this can be a lot of information about the new COVID-19 vaccine. That's why here at KREM, we created the vaccine team. So do you have a vaccine question that you would like to ask? Simply text us your question to 509-448-2000. And also for the latest vaccine updates so that you can stay up to speed, just text the word vaccine to that same number and we will send a link right to your phone. Switching gears now to weather, a beautiful Christmas Eve for sure. We started off with a beautiful sunshine. Now we're seeing those clear skies, but everybody is wondering if we're going to see any snow, of course, on Christmas Day. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick here now. So Thomas, what are you thinking about tomorrow?
Yeah, it's always the hot question in the week leading up to Christmas. Will we have a white one? Maybe not by definition, but there is snow in the forecast, and that might be the best I can do for this year. Yeah, the sunny skies today and yesterday and the day before that has been just magnificent. Translating into mostly clear skies for tonight, there's not going to be any snow falling between now and as we wake up on Christmas morning. So it won't technically be a white Christmas because the definition is we need snow on the ground first thing in the morning. But there is a weather system that is staged just off the Pacific coast No rain just yet over western Washington or Oregon. It is just crawling closer towards the states. Well, I think it arrives about 24 hours from now. A mostly cloudy but pretty cold morning, but we'll probably be inside with the heat cranked, opening those Christmas presents in those morning hours. As for that Christmas lunch and dinner, cloudy skies could translate into a wintry mix after about 4 o'clock at the earliest. That's our weather system that will be moving through. Again, crawling closer towards Washington for tonight, arriving by tomorrow evening. And yes, you see plenty of snow plotted across that snapshot of Future Tracker right there. So coming up, I'm going to time out this weather system when it starts, when it comes to an end, and how much snow is in the forecast, maybe not by Christmas morning, but throughout the Christmas weekend.